guys, Tomboy601, and we're gonna do a little do as I say, not as I do sort of video today because, well, hopped in a stream with fellow community contributors, Spartan Elite 43, and where are you? Aaron, and well, it was a bit of a meme-tastic stream. We did a bunch of goofy divisions, and we decided, you know, let's go ahead and take out some tier 6s that no one likes. So I'm in the Tiger 59, Aaron's in the Florida, and Spartan is in the Atlanta. So, you know, already winning there. But then, okay, sorry, Atlanta people like, but Tiger 59 in Florida, they have their mixed histories. But then we got two brothers, and we spawned mid, and I know, you're not supposed to go up the middle on two brothers, but we have Spartan armor, and by that I mean, no, we don't have Mjolnir. We got Spartan Elite, which means everyone's just going to shoot at him, and no one else, and Aaron and I can just do whatever the hell we want and not get hit. So why not go up the middle? But also, Tiger 59, surprisingly durable ship. Anyway, we gonna go ahead and pop the radar because we saw that plane flying over there. Wanted to see what it was, and surprise, surprise, we have a Fubuki. And poor Fubuki, I don't know what's going on here because we don't see any torpedoes being flung by him, and you'd think that that may be something you want to do in this situation, but he's gonna go down. Our radar is still up. We are running Hot Rod as our commander. Hot Rod does extend the duration of the radar, which is going to be useful, but now we are sort of going to be locked into this duel with the Scharnhorst, and we're going to kind of tuck in right here, try to force him to push in a little bit more, and if we can, start hitting his nose and just start doing chip damage. We should be able to pretty effectively angle against the Scharnhorst. For those of you unaware, Tiger 59, a surprisingly durable cruiser. I joke whenever people criticize it that, you know what, it has battleship grade armor, and that is because it is a vessel that is coated in 25mm armor, and at tier 6 that is what the battleships tend to have on their bow and stern. So if you stay angled correctly, yes, you can get overmatched by things with 16-inch guns, but for Scharnhorst, who I think has 15-inch guns, he has to shoot up into our superstructure. And yes, there's HP to be lost up there, but we have 3 incredible super heals that we are going to be able to do some damage back. And now you are seeing one of the downsides to the vessel right now, and that is its guns. Yes, it does have 2 Minotaur turrets, but they're not exactly the most powerful things, especially when there's not, was it 5 or 6 that are on Minotaur, when there's only 2, and if you're trying to angle, really, you can only use 1, and you saw the accuracy we had there at, yes, admittedly, a bow-in ship, but you saw how we could, some salvos just hit both of them on the superstructure of a wonderful, of the Scharnhorst, and then other times just bracket him. So, you know, it's one of those things, be wary. But anyways, we are here in the middle on two brothers, and this strategy can and can't work. And the reason it is working right now, I want to be clear, and yes, it can work, but a lot of times the reason we do this is just because we know people will come to the middle, and the only viable part of this is getting people to come to the middle so that your forces on the flanks can go ahead and have an easier time of pushing in. You can see the left flank of Two Brothers has sort of collapsed for the enemy team. They only have one cruiser kind of pushing into a cruiser and a battleship. So chances are it's going to work out real well. And while that occurs, we will go ahead and try to knock down this New Mexico. I will say, if you are liking this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Also, I'll make sure to link down below. I know Spartan will be putting out his perspective of this game. Not 100% sure on Aaron, but I will link to the original stream because if you've noticed, we are chatting back and forth, and I think the battle dialogue is quite entertaining, but I did not record that on my end, so you get this sort of commentary video from me instead. Okay, so what's the plan? Well, we know the enemy has a Belfast and another battleship. I think it's going to be a California. and we are going to have to engage them. So what's the plan? I'm going to come out here and drop smoke for myself and Spartan. By doing that, we should have some decent cover for us as I do kind of get into Spartan's personal space here. But hey, it is what it is, and we're going to try and start to engage this Belfast, as the Belfast has a pretty similar idea. He's going to do a ton of damage to us. I think he actually Citadels us there with HE, because we hear the Citadel noise, which is not great, so we're going to try and angle a little bit more. Spartan, I think, started to actually bounce on the Belfast as we get double fired by him, but thankfully we were able to pick up a Citadel from him. And now that he is gone, we're going to go ahead and pop the radar, because we couldn't see California, and we have other radars to use as we are waiting for those fires to tick down. Of course, fire damage, is that deadly damage over time. Thankfully, we do have the big super heals that are going to be able to heal back that damage, or the majority of that damage. That's the only thing that's kind of keeping me sane at this moment, because I'm like, okay, it's okay. We're not going to lose, and we're going to try to do as much damage as we can to California as he drops spot. I think at this point, Aaron was just on the other side of the smoke screen of the California, and if the California doesn't fire, then we don't know where exactly he is. Spartan and I kind of using the smoke and the cover provided by the two channels to make sure we're not getting hit by anything else. California takes what I believe is a very good blind fire shot at Spartan. And if you notice, we have another teammate coming up the channel with us, the battleship from the left flank, because I guess the other flank was too hard for him to push up. I'm not 100% sure, but hey, he's here now. He's going to be able to engage the two other battleships joining from D. Right now, we are trying to strategically have our butt turret able to fire out at the California, which we are able to do. And now the good old, I think that's North Carolina, is joining the fight with us up here. And at this point, things are looking good. But if you notice, down at sea, something has just occurred. The last enemy destroyer is capping C, which could be an issue. So this is at the moment where we kind of make the call that we're going to split up as a division. Spartan and Aaron going to handle the two battleships that are coming out. I'm sure they will all be focusing Spartan, as he is not quite broadside, but you know, he's in Atlanta, so anytime you're spotted, I feel like you're broadside, or you can get easily penned. And I will head down to sea to try to deal with this destroyer. We did get spotted right there, which tells us he was like right within this gap right here, and we should probably be wary of torpedoes. So we don't want to put ourselves too horizontal to this gap, but we want to be able to maybe do some dodge, push in just a little bit, because the torpedoes shouldn't be able to go through that right wall. But thankfully, we were able to do okay there. Our radar is about back up. He has captured C, but that's okay. I think the plan right now is if we come out around this corner and spot him, then we can go ahead and engage him and chase him down. If not, we'll try to take back this cap. He is going to be an Italian destroyer, so we know he can use smoke, and if he does pop his smoke, we have a radar. But he does look like he wants to engage us, so we are going to go ahead and start chasing him down. He shouldn't have his torpedoes back just quite yet, so I feel comfortable pushing out around that little isthmus, or that little peninsula of the rock over there. That's one of the things you kind of have to keep in your mind when you are battling a ship with torpedoes, is you have to kind of look at where they are and what their possible torpedo shots would have been when they were horizontal. And if there is kind of covered areas, or areas that are in cover that you can dodge, that you can kind of duck into. And if you can do that, then by all means do it. And you can see he set a widespread set of torps right there. Initially, my plan was try to kind of cover C and get C back, but at this point, I didn't know how Spartan and Aaron were doing, and it wasn't sounding too great on the comms. So if I need to, I want to be able to get back to a system. So plan then, just try to push this section right here, and if we can, eliminate the Tarigo. Now, He does pop his smoke, but that's okay. We got a 25-second radar to kind of finish him off. Also, our team just finished off the other battleship, which means we are probably going to be all set. I'm sure we'll get some fires or some shots in right up here because he should start appearing on teammates' radar, but we're able to finish him off, pick up the dreadnought for all of the heals that we took, and end up, I believe, top on the team. So, with all that said, if you guys liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.